All right. According to the story reaching me now, that when Mohbad joined Malian Music, he didn't have an account. He no get account. Now his wife account that they pay him money to. Now his wife they collect him money. Secondly, Mohbad and his wife share iCloud account together. That means she knows everything that comes and goes into that boy's life. The boy trusted her 100%. Again, you remember that interview with the father where the father talks saying Mohbad buy land for her name, and even the girl the in wife mother name. When the father called the wife mother, they asked her, saying, we hear say this boy buy land in your name. The woman said they no buy land in her name. After the man persisted, the woman agreed, say they buy one land for her name. You dey see a lot of things where they go on. And with the year now say the wife mother na police. They say the wife mama na police. So while this boy they go through all these things, the wife mama no fit stand fit. They no fit put their leg, all of them make their comments come save the boy. Do you understand? They say the wife mama na police, meaning she go fit try make a lot of things. Do you understand? Whether you like it or not, this girl a suspect. I don't know how I want to pen time. They claim say she's mourning, she's a nothing breast milk, you know they come for her body again. That one on her business, man. On her business. If you not like insult me from now till tomorrow, I still know what I said, she be suspect. She follow join the people who drive that boy mad. That depression where the boy they cry about, one they call only Sam Larry name. The girl follow drive that boy to depression. Because for that voice recording, the guy when he talks say, I told you not to put a cloth in my head, you put it on my head. The girl said follow torture that boy, whether you like him or not. The girl na suspect. And again, make the girl tell us the nurse where can't treat that boy for us. Make she tell us the truth. Who be the nurse where they go bring where first treat that boy for house as the treatment no work where they carry and go hospital. Different stories so they know you tell now about the wife. They won't put this wife off this thing. They won't narrow this thing down to Naira Marley and Sam Larry. And like I said, the wife now staunch suspect. In short, she be more of a suspect than the two of them. She be more of a suspect than the two of them. Like I said, now she the first they pay the boy's salary when they join Malians. Two of them they share this thing, iCloud password together. Do you understand? He don't buy land for the girl name and for the girl mama name. A lot of things they happen, but I clinch on the DNA test. Usually they take bash me up and down. Hey, swear you, like I said, your insults no fit move mountain. You know they give headache, you know they give fever. Well, I get fever right now, but a mosquito na give me. Do you understand? So a lot of people handle this thing. When I no come narrow down, the way it dey obvious, say that they push them, they no one even talk about them. They don't want to talk about that wife at all, and I want to know why. The day where the boy buy a wife there with his motor. That means that motor scene, now when the boy never reach buy finish, because the boy head move for that video. That means now that period said that they rush the boy go hospital. Before they reach the hospital, now the boy take pie. Do you understand? Now that boy take pie. So when they explain what they saw, now then know, now then they in the position. Why are they trying so hard to make sure say na Naira Marley and Sam Larry name did this thing? And why are they pushing different? They have changed the story multiple times. And again, they just say they fight that night. Mohbad fight with some boys, and she was there. Waiting they saw, may they tell us the real package. I want to know. Waiting they saw, why did they protect her? Waiting she don't tell them where make them they protect her. Different blogs, everybody. Waiting she don't tell them. You think this thing is by sentiment? If you not like wanna do, hey, yeah, we will not send sentiment. We will not get that feeling. My dog chop my placenta. I not really get time for this human being matter. If I don't face case, I the first and right. She is a suspect, and she remains a suspect. If police won't remove her, no problem. But like I said, she's equivalent to Naira and Sam Larry in this matter. We never talk about the voice record, you know. That voice recording I will post on tomorrow morning at the end of the game. Because a lot of people never hear it. I go post that recording and I go post Naira Marley own. May they compare. Don't play. You all will learn never to use sentiment to follow your case. Like I said, everybody for this thing now suspect. If not like insult, if not like no insult, me not saying your papa. I'm not saying.
We are at a point where we're challenging the process. These are part of what makes a nation. The process through which people come into office or assume or achieve anything is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. It is important that the people come through the right door and not just jump into through the window can start saying, okay, let's move on, let's clean it up, let's do this and everything. No. So we're challenging the process. And that has to come to a logical end before any other thing. And it has to be something that people will seemingly, that's why I said, we have to begin by doing the right things. And not doing the right things is having the right process. On issue of qualification, I never said anything with regards to improving the degree or doing this. The issue of qualification is the issue of leaders making statements, doing things that are honest and truthful. This is an issue of honor and integrity. It is the foundation on which you build society. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria today, there's so many issues of certificates, age, all sorts of one falsification or the other, all over, within the leaders. There's no way people can be doing this and be able to do the right things, because that means they live in a falsified life. And that is not good morally, and a sign it should be given to the society. There's so many great people in the world who did not go to school. And I can tell you, America today, one of the highest, or I would say the greatest president America has ever had, is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln did not go to a formal school. In fact, his entire education is less than 1 year formal education, because he came from a very extremely poor family. His education was by borrowing books and everything, which he did later. But he was able to show, if you read his history, you show that he came from a very poor home and did not have formal education. He didn't have to say he read the PhD here or he did this one here, and then there's an argument like what we're having all over Nigeria today, which is bringing the credibility of our nation into question. If you come to the UK, one of the greatest prime ministers is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill is known to have had a poor academic record. In fact, his academic record was very bad that his father had to enlist him in the army. Even when he went to take an exam to be able to be enlisted into the British military academy, he started 3 times before he could pass. Eventually, he became a prime minister, became a great prime minister. You go to the corporate world, the biggest company we have today in terms of market value is Apple. The founder is a dropout, a school dropout. His history shows that. The second biggest company is Microsoft. At least Apple today is about 2.9, if I'm right, about 2.9 trillion company, when African GDP is about 2.9. So it's about the same thing as African GDP. The second biggest company is Microsoft, founded by Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a university dropout. It's written there. It's not, there's no question. The 4th richest person in the world, Larry Ellison, is a poor person. The mother had to give up for adoption when he was 9 months.
All right. So that's
so you don't really have to have all the degrees in the world to be great. But you need to be honorable about your past, so we can know who exactly you are and everything. The world are bound by great people who have poor past and no education, and that forms part of their greatness.